St. Martin. We give thanks for all those people who have been tuning into our live herbal presentation, our lessons. But this one here will be more different type of lesson, which will be more like a cooking lesson. So we'll be broadcasting live right here in St. Martin, and we're about to begin live. All peace and prosperity and love divine. Give thanks, Holy Emmanuel, I, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. Give thanks for life. Give thanks. Welcome. We will run the war. Okay. So after so is somebody going to introduce me, or are you going to just introduce me, or do I just start? Now? Let me be on time. As many other people come, just for you. Everybody talk for about 5 minutes. I'm going to close out the meeting. Yes, definitely we're going live, and I will just give thanks for going live. Definitely in St. Martin, as we're just about to stream live wellness from within and Lazy Bay parking lot in St. Martin, and definitely you can see that the weather is looking beautiful. Definitely. So as we continue to on, it's about to start off. Rastafari, blessed. Definitely louder. Yeah.
Yes, a public laugh.
The mic closer.
We're about to begin. We have a problem here in St. Martin. We all like to be on time, but the honorary is always on time. So we're going to begin now. Okay? There will be, before we start, there will be books on sale. There's a herbal manual and also the vegan cookbook. We also have the male package and the female package. We'll be talking to you all about those as well. We also have refreshment, fresh local fruit juice, sweetened with agave, okay, and water if someone is interested. So, I'd like to welcome the Honorable Chris Hirsch, author, herbalist.
Yes, blessed. Give thanks. You shy? Yes, give thanks for life and the mighty life giver. Definitely, we like to give thanks for life and give thanks for the opportunity to be here with you. It's definitely a divine opportunity as we are going to be going through a series of activities tonight. First lecturing, and also we're going to be looking at how you could prepare some simple things at your home, or if you travel, because normally when I travel, I don't really eat out. So no one can really cook for me. So wherever I go in the world, I must have a kitchen. So I must always be preparing food for myself, right? Especially with the life that we live. I'm what you call a herbal physician or a healer. And even if we went through the whole medical school system, and we went through the university system, college, secondary school, primary school, infant school, our knowledge base, our academic base, whatever we studied, never really convinced us to actually continue in the realms of allopathic medicine. Allopathic medicine being the medicine that everyone knows today, what everyone is comfortable with. Go to the doctor, you have a fibroids, they take out your womb, you have a sore on your toe, they cut it out, you have a stone in your gallbladder, they take it out, your appendix is inflamed, they cut it out, your breast have a lump, they cut it out. That's allopathic medicine, and then they give you drugs upon drugs upon drugs upon drugs upon drugs. And the side effects of the drugs alone are even more dangerous than the disease that you yourself is trying to cure. Imagine that you have someone going to a doctor because they have anxiety or they have depression, right? So you have a little mental problem. Probably you were fired from your workplace, and then you just found out that, right, your husband has another child some other place, or your wife has whatever happening. So you're very stressed, right? So you're stressed out, so you're worrying, and your heart is pounding, you're breathing heavy. Whenever you're by yourself, you get anxious. You go to the doctor, they put you on Prozac, or they put you on some type of psychoactive medicine. And the side effects of these drugs would be suicidal tendencies, hallucination, right? So imagine that you're already suffering from anxiety and depression, and someone is trying to actually assist you. And the side effects of the drug is that you're hearing a little voice in your head telling you to harm yourself or jump over the cliff or some type of hallucination. So the whole aspect of our lifestyle, after doing about 3 years in Cuba and another 3 years at the American University of Antigua College of Medicine, I saw no disease, not one single disease that could have been cured. So you go to school and they tell you, well, diabetes has no cure, high blood pressure has no cure, the flu has no cure, herpes has no cure, syphilis has no cure, gonorrhea has no cure, high blood pressure has no cure, fibroids has no cure, polycystic ovarian syndrome has no cure. So every single disease condition that you could think about has no cure. So what you are going to do? So you have high blood pressure, you're going to be on pills for the rest of your life. You have sugar, you're going to be on pills for the rest of your life, then injection, and then you still lose a leg, then you still get diabetic retinopathy, you still get glaucoma, you get blind, you go on dialysis because your kidneys fail, and for 10, 15, 20 years, you have been on drugs. You have been under the care of the doctor. But yet still, instead of your situation changing, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Now, so if it is that we really were thinking of our physical selves, if we were thinking of our structures, like we are thinking about probably our car, or like your house, because if you go to the mechanic and you have an engine problem, and the mechanic tell you, well, boy, your head gasket is bad, you know. So what you're going to do is that every day, you're going to need to put a quart of oil in your vehicle for the rest of the life of your vehicle. So every day before you drive, you have to open up your bonnet and then put oil in your vehicle just to drive your vehicle. You say, no. You never want to do that. You say, no, I'm going to take my car to a different mechanic. Because how can you tell me now, you've diagnosed my problem, and then you are telling me I have to be using oil every single day for the remainder of the existence of my vehicle? You would never accept that, would you? No. But for yourself, your pressure is high, and someone is telling you that every day, not once a day, but 3 times a day, you have 2, 3, 4, some people even 5 different drugs they take just for high blood pressure. Lisinopril, atenolol, amlodipine, and you go on and on B-side. All these drugs, you take 3, 4 drugs just because of high blood pressure for the rest of your life. And you accept that, don't you? Yeah, you accept that. And then if someone tells you that, if Priscilla Lash come and say, well, look, well, you have high blood pressure, you know, but probably you could use dandelion. You say, oh, but how you know dandelion is good? You're going to question me, you know. That tell you, use a herb. Or tell you, don't eat bread. Say, why? Why should I eat bread? But you never question the man that tell you that for the rest of your life, every day, 3 times a day, you have to pop a pill, or 2 or 3 or 4 to control your blood pressure. But when it comes to natural things, the obvious things, we always seem to overlook it. Why? 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 Because people don't want to exercise love of self. Don't have time. You want to go and buy the bread instead. You want to just stop by the restaurant and sit down and eat anything. You don't really understand that wellness begins from you principally beginning to exercise love of self. That's the foundation, because if you love yourself, if you sincerely love yourself, why would you be taking something? I can never do that. I can never take a drug and the side effect is suicidal tendencies. I could never do that. They'd have to tie me and I would still hold my mouth shut tight. Take a drug that you're diabetic and then they're giving you a drug and the side effect is bladder cancer. Why do you do that? And then we ask ourselves then, why is it that so many people are sick? Why so many people have breast cancer? Why so many people have prostate cancer? Why so many people have diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol? The majority of people are here because they're not well. Not because they want to learn how not to get sick, you know. The great majority of people wait until they are almost gone to even begin to attempt to start to heal themselves. People invest a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money in killing themselves. A lot of money and time and energy. So you are diabetic today, or you have high blood pressure today, or high cholesterol today, or whatever condition that you have today. It's not because someone from somewhere just cast a magic spell on you and then you develop diabetes. No. It's what you call a lifestyle disease. Do you understand that? It's a lifestyle disease. So is high blood pressure. So is high cholesterol. So is fibroids. So is polycystic ovarian syndrome, breast cancer, prostate cancer. 99% of the conditions that people are dying with today are what you refer to as non-communicable chronic illnesses. That means that if somebody coughs next to you, you won't catch it. Right? So people who are afraid of getting HIV/AIDS, but more people die with heart disease than AIDS. More people die with high blood pressure than AIDS. Every 3 seconds somebody dies of diabetes. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, somebody died of diabetes. 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, somebody else died. 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, somebody else died. And that's what you call a lifestyle disease. A disease that you could change your lifestyle and you could get yourself 100% healed. So you could imagine the number of lives, the number of people that could actually save their lives by just changing their lifestyle. That's too simple, right? The answer cannot be that simple. Huh? No. You have to go in the hospital and they have to take out your pancreas and give you a new one for it to work. No. So, what we're going to do tonight, we are going to go through a series of preparations. We're going to prepare different types of foods, simple foods. And I'm not just speaking because I'm trying to convince you, because I personally have seen the herbs and the environment. I have seen the herbs and a good environment reverse conditions that people who say, well, would never be reversed. I have seen people come and blind, literally blind. They cannot see and they could hardly see a shadow. And if they have to walk through there, somebody have to hold them and guide them. And within 7 days, 7 days of fresh air, 7 days of fresh water, of lots of green juices, lots of fresh, rich foods prepared with love, right? And some of our medicines. Within 7 days, these people have begin to see again. Right? People that doctor would say, well, oh, but you'll be blind for the rest of your life. Now, even if that person is able to see for only 1 day, and you were seeing shadows, but for 1 day, you were able to see someone's face clearly. Isn't that good? Yeah, man, give thanks for that day. Now, 2 days, a month, a year. So even if a change of lifestyle can make you see better for 1 day, it's worth it. Right? We have seen women that have been trying to have children for years. Years. 7, 8, 9, 10 years. They couldn't have children. They changed their lifestyle. Children, they changed their lifestyle. They clean their womb, balance their hormones, change their mentality, how they think. And groups, they have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 children. I'm very serious. I'm very, very, very serious. Right? So, I personally have seen things happen through the utilization of herbs that have actually made me feel more confident, have given me hope. Because sometimes you hear so many things that you even begin to question your own self. Because sometimes people get well, and then they go to the doctor, and then the doctor asks them, but what have you been doing? And they'll come back to me and they'll say, Priskelash, well, I went to the doctor, and he told me there is no lesion on my lungs. And he asked me whether I've been taking the medication. I told him yes. I've been taking this medication. I never told him I've been taking the herbs. You know people say that? Right? People say that. Why? So why is it that we are in this mental space whereby we are even afraid to embrace nature? We are afraid to embrace natural. You're afraid to embrace God then. Do you believe in God, right? Because God said that the leaf of the tree shall be for medicine. So you're so afraid of your doctor that you're even afraid to just speak the truth. And say, well, I changed my lifestyle. I'm eating better. I exercise. Every morning I get up, I do 15 minutes of positive affirmations. I love myself. I trust myself. I forgive myself. I'm wholesome. I'm divine. I'm sacred. I'm strong. I'm happy. Right? So even repeating these simple little words every single day, just positive words to yourself, every single day is an instrumental part in your healing. There is no way that you're going to heal, get well, if you are in an environment, you are in a home whereby everyone around you is talking negative. You get up in the morning, first thing you hear somebody quarreling next door. And then you sick, and then your spouse or your husband or your wife get up and say, what? Why you have this? Oh, you're so lazy. What happened to you? So, how is it possible for you to begin to harness your energies and rise up your vibration to a level whereby you can heal yourself? Impossible. How can you be in an environment, right? You're not well. Probably you had a heart attack. Okay? So you're still shaky. So they take you to ICU. You know what they call ICU? Intensive care unit. They say, I'll see you in the suite by and by. So then you are not well, and they take you to ICU, and they put you to lie down next to someone. So you are in this room, and there are 3 people in the room. One on that corner there, one here, and you here. Right? 5 minutes after you get there, you see they came and they wrap up that person, and they take them away. And you're right there, you're right there. And you see that. One person go. Then you see where they bring another person. Then the other person go. They wrap them and they're gone. How do you think that affects your healing? You're next. Right? Now, if you were in an environment whereby you were lying down on this bed and you have glass windows and you see birds and you hear the river flowing and the birds singing and probably you hear the voice of children, laughter, joy, wouldn't that be a better environment for your healing than one whereby you are in an environment of death and suffering? So why does a hospital have to be designed like that? You ever ask yourself that question? Why is it that the hospital, it has to be designed in a manner whereby everything you see around you is suffering? The smell. Do you like the smell of a hospital? Do you like the food of a hospital? No. So the environment, if you are going to this place to get healed, remember you are not well. You're not well. And you are going to this place to get healed, to get better. Right? You're supposed to be looking forward to go to that place. If I tell you, oh, you're not well, you have to go to the hospital, how are you going to feel? You're afraid. No one likes to go to the hospital. Even if they're not well. Remember, if your car is not good and your car is actually giving problems, you'll be happy to bring your car to the mechanic. Not so. You can't wait to bring your car to the mechanic. But you're not well. and you're afraid to go to the human mechanic. You're afraid to go to his garage because he might not come back. Right? So, we must begin to examine things holistically and realistically. You have to ask yourselves true questions. You have to answer that question for yourself honestly. Because the truth be told, that the system that we are living in right now is not a system that really is interested in healing people. Alright? With our little bit of resources, because we have a very minute bit of resources compared to the resources that are in the world. Alright? So, you have like fighter jets selling for, how much is a fighter jet? 400 million US dollars for one fighter jet. That's all. $400 million for a fighter jet. Right? Well, I mean, if you give me $400 million, then I'm sure I could build a system of healing that, I mean, that would be a lot better. With all the money that's at our disposal today, all the technology that's at our disposal today, up to now you cannot find a cure for cancer. Up to now people still dying of diabetes. Up to now people still getting heart attacks. Up to now people still having fibroids and infertility and impotence and all these different type of things. With our 0.0000000000000000000% of resources that we have, if we are able to help a blind person to see, or a diabetic person to reverse the diabetes, a cancer patient to actually survive the breast cancer, the prostate cancer, with the right resources, if they invest time and energy and money in creating a system of healing, I mean, come on. Doctors will be out of work. Pharmacies will be closed. Right? The medical profession would literally be one whereby you have few doctors, few hospitals, few nurses. Why? Because people are beginning to take that fundamental care for themselves. When you go to the doctor, you go to the doctor to actually be well. Right? People come to my office and say, but I say, hey, how are you doing? How can I help you? They say, oh well, Chris, you know, if I was doing good, I wouldn't be here, you know. People tell me that the only reason they come to see me is because they're not doing well. How does that make me feel as a person? Used. So the only reason that you come in to give me a visit is because you're not well. You have a headache, or you have diabetes, or you're not coming to see the priest because of some good news. Before I came here, I got a text on WhatsApp. Now, a sister, I don't know if she's here. I mean, I don't know if the person is here. But I'm going to share what the knowledge was. It was that the person said, Chris, when you come in, I need a female package. I had taken one the last time because I couldn't get pregnant. And after I took it, I got pregnant. But after whatever number of weeks, she said she lost the child. After whatever number of weeks. So she's saying that she wants another package. And that must be about a couple of years ago. So, you never call and say, well, you were fruitful. Or you were pregnant. Maybe I would have said, well, since you had that history of infertility, eat this, and drink this. Right? Follow up. Right? So I meet people on the road with 3-year-old children and tell me, well, oh, Prince, that's Kayla, you know. We named them after you, Kaylash, because 3 years, 4 years, and I never know. So if it is that I was depending on that news for encouragement, I have been very discouraged. You understand that? You don't only come to your physician when you're sick. Nobody really cares about the healer. All you want to do is get healed. Right? Remember, the healer is not the source, you know. The healer is just a means to the source. You understand that? So when you begin to really respect and love and honor yourself and be able to deal with yourself in a holistic manner, then you'll be able to deal with other people in a holistic and wholesome manner. The foundation is self-love. Love yourself. If you love yourself, you will not eat and drink certain things. If you love yourself, you won't say certain things. If you love yourself, you won't go certain places. If you love yourself, plenty of things you just would not do just because of that fundamental love of self. Anyone disagree with me? Raise your hands. Alright, so tonight we have the herbal manual available, which is one of our books, a book specifically with about 50 or more herbs and how to use them, and also teaches about the physical structure. And we have, that's one of our older books, the Food of Seven Vegan Cookbook. Now that cookbook is an ancient cookbook also. And here we have some of our products that we actually create. Every single medicine that we actually prescribe to someone, is it a herb, a plant, a food, or something we create ourselves, right? Every single thing we sell, we create it ourselves. So tonight what we're going to do, we're going to go through some simple presentations. So you could have that, you could do a presentation. We'll do some simple presentations, we'll do a sea moss drink, Irish moss. Now the sea moss is a sea plant. It's a sea vegetable. It grows in the ocean. The sea moss literally contains all your trace minerals. Right? And it is something that everyone's supposed to be drinking on a daily basis. Every day you're supposed to be drinking sea moss. Especially for the women. Because a lot of women have what you call fibrocystic breasts. They have cysts in their breasts. Just because of excessive estrogen or excessive progesterone. Because many of the conditions that our people have today are linked directly to up here. 70% of your disease is the mind. 30% is the physical. Trust me. Right? The healing actually begins up here. It does not begin by what you eat and drink. Many people have been vegans for 10, 20, 30 years and they still get cancer. They still get diabetes. They still get fibroids. The mind is where you have to win the battle. The battle begins with the mind. You ever see a vagrant get sick? Right? A vagrant would go and eat in a rubbish bin. Right? Dig through the rubbish bin. And eat from the rubbish bin. Right? And he'll get sick. And the vagrant would go and they would take a whole bottle of water by the road and drink from it. Would they get sick? Go and drink that water. You're supposed to be eating healthier than the vagrant. Go and drink the water. The vagrant don't have any worries. They have no stress. They have no mortgage. They're not married. Right? They don't have no children. They don't have a job. They have no stress. So because they have no stress, they would literally eat from the gutter and they would never get sick. Go and eat from the gutter and see what happens to you. Go and eat some food from the rubbish bin and see what happens to you. And then we're supposed to be in a better condition than the vagrant. No. The vagrants figure it out already. Long time, no stress. Right? So, whatever condition you are suffering from, whatever it is, you have to start to fight the battle from up here. Fibroids, breast cancer, prostate cancer, cysts in the ovaries, many of the diabetes, diabetes, polycystic ovarian syndrome, breast cancer, fibroids, high blood pressure, all these things they are linked. Okay, you know, if you're a woman and you come to me and tell me that you have fibroids, I'll tell you, well, be careful, you might develop diabetes. And I tell you what, your breast is always tender, you always feel your breast lumpy before your period. Okay, I say, all right, then I say, what about your thyroid gland, your thyroid? They'll say, oh, but Chris, well, I have gout or hypothyroidism, I have to do a surgery to cut a nodule or some kind of thing, Then you tell them, well, okay, all right, so this same person, they don't understand that. And it's very important, because disease don't happen overnight. It takes time, 10, 15, 20 years. The tumor in your breast did not begin to grow yesterday. You have been feeding it for 50 years. Right? You have been feeding the tumor with food and with your fats for 20 years. So it's not because today you feel like you could touch the tumor and you could feel it and the doctor said that you have cancer. That's when you have cancer. No. All 5 years ago you had cancer. 10 years ago you had cancer. It was just that it was so small you couldn't feel it. So after years of eating bad, thinking bad, the tumor have grown now. So you feel a lump in your breast. So you feel it today, it wasn't there yesterday. And the day before. So the lump just appeared, bam, and you have a lump on your breast. So now the doctor says you have cancer, and after 3 months you die. Remember, you've been living in this thing there for 5, 10 years. You learn that you have cancer today. And 2 months later, oh boy, everybody see you telling you, hey, you see Joan, what happened to Joan? Joan sick? Remember yesterday, Joan was big and strong and walking all around the place. But the doctor told Joan that Joan had cancer. And within 3 weeks, Joan like the size of a bone. I right? So, does the cancer, give me that this one, please. Does the cancer kill you? Or knowing that you have cancer kill you? Or does the cancer kill you? Or does the treatment for cancer kill you? So the system is a very strange system. The system is not a system that we can trust. Yes. The system is designed, literally. The system is designed that you don't make it, It seems bad. That's bad. Alright, so they give us plastic bottles and they tell us to use the plastic bottles to feed our children, our babies. Alright? And then they tell us that the plastic bottles contain BPA. What BPA is? BPA is bisphenol A. So right now you have plastic bottles that they say is BPA free. You ever heard that? Did you hear that? What happened? Everyone is shy? Yes, give thanks. Yes. Good. Very good. That's it. Alright. So they literally give us baby bottles made out of chemicals that give people breast cancer. That give men prostate cancer. You never heard that? You never heard that? Yeah, it's called bisphenol A. That's why right now you have BPA-free plastics. But they lie that these plastics still have other chemicals that still give you cancer. Just use glass or use wood. Right? So, then they tell our women that they have to wear makeup. And then they put placental extracts Right? So read the label of your makeup. Contains placental extracts. Remember, bisphenol A is a xenoestrogen. That means that it behaves like an estrogen, like the female hormone. Placental extract, they contain estrogen. Then they tell you, well, use antiperspirant. And then they tell you it contains parabens. That's also a xenoestrogen. So you put the makeup, you get estrogen. You eat the food, you get estrogen. You drink from the water bottles, you get estrogen. You put antiperspirant, you get estrogen. Even the sanitary napkins, the pads, right? All they do, they just take old newspaper and old paper and thing. They bleach it, they get white, because we believe like, if it's white like that, that is good, it's clean. But that's not true. They bleach it with chlorine-based bleaches. So what you have a substance called dioxins being created. And dioxins are extremely carcinogenic. Then they're going to give it to the woman, and they're going to say, put it on the vagina. That's one of the most absorbent areas of the female's body. Then worse yet, they'll tell you, use a tampon. So you push it all the way on the inside. Then they inject the chicken with growth hormones. They inject the cow with recombinant bovine growth hormone to make it produce milk. And all these things they know are carcinogenic. Then they tell you, well, okay, you have weeds around your house, use Roundup. And then later down the line you hear, well, Roundup gives people cancer. Then they say, oh, use talc baby powder on your babies. And then you hear, oops, Johnson & Johnson's use talc in their baby powder. In baby powders, you know. In baby powders, they use substance in baby powders that give people cancer. So you tell me the systems are designed to actually kill people? So if you know that, then by right, you're supposed to begin to question every single thing you put in your mouth. So you know why I don't eat out? I don't eat out. I got afford to eat out. Remember, I went to medical school, you know, and I did not choose to just hold the knowledge for myself. I am a man that shared the knowledge and spread the knowledge. You see what I tell you there already? You see, the words I have uttered today, if you use 1% of it, just 1%, and you have diabetes, you'll be better. High blood pressure, you'll be better. And the words alone is worth the ticket that you pay. That's all. The $10 you spend, the words worth it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do a smoothie first of all, a smoothie. Now, what we have is sea moss, but that sea moss, because of time, what we did, we already soaked the sea moss. Sea moss is a sea vegetable. It literally grows in the ocean. That sea moss is from the island of Saba, just close to it. Alright, and it's wild-crafted sea moss. It's not sea moss that people grow. When the fishermen pull up the nets, they normally have sea moss. They normally throw the sea moss away and take the fish. Right? So there are people that actually collect the sea moss. You know how much for a pound of sea moss on the internet? $50 US. Right? $50 for a pound of sea moss. But here, when the fishermen raise up the nets and they get the sea moss, they trade away. Okay? So that's the Irish moss or the sea moss. Now the sea moss, we use the sea moss to do porridges and to do smoothies. Okay, so that same sea moss, you could just blend that sea moss with some bay leaf and some coconut milk and some dates, and you just warm it up and it's a porridge or rich age. We don't call it porridge. It's not pork. We call it rich age. Alright? Now, so that's a coconut. Coconut, right? You know that, right? Don't feel like it's a bad question, you know. There are many people who don't know what a coconut looks like. They buy the milk in a box. I'm serious. Yeah. And if you ask them, how you get coconut milk or how you break this open, how many people know how to break this open? You see, so just to open that is an act already. Alright? So, to know if you have a good coconut, you must always shake it. If it has water, it's good. Okay, right. I'm getting there, man. Right? Now, you must also look at, you see these eyes there? There are 3 eyes, or 2 eyes and a nose. The coconut, right? Now, when you look at this one, you see it has some white stuff on it. But unlike that one, it's bad. Alright? So, to open the coconut, you have to break the shell. Now, what we normally do, I didn't intend to open that one, but I can use the, that's strong. All right. What I do is this, I knock it all around. Now you could just break it once and it cracks in 2. But when I open it, I want all the flesh to just come out easily. All right? So I just knock it all around. Not too hard, just all around. All right, so that's coconut, right? Now, since I knock it all around, it's going to be very, very easy for me just to take out that shell. So that here, all right? So that's the meat of the coconut. Now, that meat here contains semi-digested proteins. Remember, you know, that's a nut, like walnut, pecan nut, peanut, almond nut. You have what you call coconut. Alright, so it's nothing different. All like coconut and you feel like it's, so you could eat that. That is like a nut. You could eat that. It's a nut. And it contains lots of iodine, lots of potassium, lots of semi-digested proteins, and also contains medium chain fatty acids. Coconut don't really bring up your cholesterol, bring it down. Don't make them fool you, right? They said that because they wanted people to buy soybean oil and vegetable oil. You ever have vegetable oil? Right? Have anyone seen a canola plant? You know what a canola plant look like? But yes, we use canola oil. You understand? So, to get oil from these vegetables, you have to pass gasoline over it. But you know that? You never do that? And you use it? Alright. Anyone want a piece of coconut? Go on, let me shy, man. Flame shy. You know, growing up, people used to do that, you know. You're hungry, you know, you feel like you're hungry and you want some food now? Alright, so firstly we're going to do some coconut milk. So we have, I don't know how powerful our blender is. We'll try it out and see. That's the blender you have. That blender is not very powerful. We'll see what we can do with it.
So that water is BPA free?
Huh?
So that water is BPA free?
Well, it can't, that water cannot be BPA free.
Oh.
Okay? I won't lie to you. You see, but you see, water, you see, there's a high science in water. Because you're really not supposed to trap water. Okay, in any container. Water is alive. Water is not dead, you know. Water is a living thing. You don't know that? You don't know that. Water is alive. Alright? So, water can find its way through anything. Water is supposed to be always moving and not in sharp 90-degree turns. See, like your pipe in your house? You see the water that comes to your house is dead water. It's dead. It's like drinking. It's not water ready. The water flowing in the spring, when you drink it, that's different than that water from that bottle. Because it's alive. It's moving. It's not trapped. So, even when you're using your water, you must use your water with that understanding. So you see when I take that, consciously and subconsciously I bless it already. Because I understand. Like see that where them man they put this in some plastic bottle there, you know. That's it has really spring water. Maybe I Skype water, they put it in spring water. So that's in my head already. So I'm consciously saying, well, love, right? Love. So because water is alive and water can actually sense energy and water you can change the water. Why do you think you go to a church and you have holy water? No, you have holy water in the church. The reason is because of the prayers and the words of love. Because you won't have no cursing in the church. All you have, hopefully. Well, then it's not a church. So, we make our water holy. Love. Alright, so, holy water. No BPA. LOVE. Love. Alright, so, because the blender is not, that's the right cover, honorable? Yeah? I'll get it. Down there? Okay. Alright, so I'll put it on first and then I'll add the coconut because very big. I'll put less water. We'll make it work. Love. All right. We have a strainer? Not yet. Okay, so we need a strainer. While the strainer is coming, I'm going to start something else, right? Alright, so as we get in the strainer, I'll start to work on something else while we're waiting. What I'll do now, I'll do the salad. This is what you call seasoning pepper. Now, you don't really find seasoning pepper in St. Martin. I don't know why. Huh? I don't find it in the supermarket, I'm telling you.
I know where you're going.
Therefore, you call it just, I still have some things they call seasoning pepper, but it does smell like seasoning pepper. I know. I'm telling you the truth. Don't get upset. I know you are very patriotic. Alright, so we'll do the dressing first. For the dressing, I'm not going to take out the seeds of the seasoning pepper because this contains more vitamins than origin. Peppers, you know that, right? You never know that?
No.
And so why do you use it? Alright, so because the seeds are very nutritious, we're gonna and the seeds will contain the most flavor. Like even for hot pepper, right? If the pepper, if you take out the seeds of the hot pepper, it's not as hot. You know, so the real flavor is in the seeds. So we eat all the seeds. See, that's an original seasoning pepper. You see that one there? You know seed pepper here? You have that here? You sure?
Yes.
At your home?
In the garden.
In the garden. You see like these seeds there? Just plant them, they grow in them.
Yes.
They grow. You know that?
Yes.
I know you all say that, but I want to ask you, how many of you have seasoning pepper trees at home? Okay. So how you know it grows? You see? So it's all talk and no action. You know what's that? Does that grow here?
Yes.
You have it in your garden?
Yes.
Alright, it's like that now. I washed this already. I washed that from the hotel. I bought it from St. Lucia. Alright? Now, the root part has very potent anti-carcinogenic substances. That little root part there, sir? Alright? Now, you could make a syrup with this for with asthma and congestive issues. That's why when you cut it, you mix ice water. It's rich in sulfur. Alright? So the sulfur compounds are extremely good for diabetics because insulin gets active when it is combined. The peptides of insulin get active when the sulfur combine it together. So I'm going to use some of the roots. And what you could do, is that little piece of thing that you know you could plant that and it grows? Yes. You sure? I'll visit your home to see how many have. Alright, so just two simple ingredients or components. Then we need coconut oil, acetate cocoa, real cocoa, and we have sea salt, and we'll use a pinch of cayenne pepper. That's all. So we're going to clove our salad because we don't want the salad to be liquid, so we're going to dress it. So what we are doing there is the dressing of the salad. Now pounding carries an energy. Remember that. Remember that healing is not just a physical thing. There is a spiritual aspect to healing. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
So that pounding sound, that's a healing power. When you pound a herb and you blend the herb, the outcome is completely different. I'll take bovine, I'll pound it, and I'll squeeze out the juice and give you 2 ounces of it, and you'll go to the toilet 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. I will blend the same amount of bovine, straight it, and give you to drink it. You'd never go to the toilet like that. You believe me? Don't believe me, go and do it. So you don't even know if a child just grew. Probably somebody tell you. Go and plant it. So I'm going to put in the chives and the seasoning pepper in the mortar and pestle. Right? And I just add some sea salt. Alright? So the salt is for flavor, but the salt is also going to just extract. Because the salt is like crystals. As you pour, it's going to grind the flavor out of your seasoning pepper and your chives. Right? So you're going to pour it with love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Love, love, love. Don't have bad thoughts in your head. Okay? I'm going to move away from the food, right? Never eat from a husband or a wife that's quarreling with you and they're cooking for you. Oh. Never do that. The energy goes in the food. So you see, I have to move fast just to speak these words, right? I can't love again, love, right? Alright, so love, 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 love. That's very important. Very, very, very important. That love energy. Because when you work with intention, what you create is something positive and wonderful and full of love. Love, 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 love. So when they ask me, and we don't use the word ingredients, the ingredients, ingredients. We say components or, because remember there's what you call etymology, the use of words. You know, you go to the doctor, and then they have to give you a bill, which is B-I-L-L. Alright? Then you have to buy a pill, P-I-L-L. Right? And when you drink it, most likely you'll get what? I'm very serious. And just to prevent you from getting healed, they never spell the heal as H-I-L-L. They say H-E-A-L. It's called etymology. That's why they say the English language makes you dyslexic. Love, 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 love. Alright, after I've pounded that, I'll put a bit more salt. And then I'm going to add some real cocoa. Aceite de coco. Love. Love, 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 love. Alright, so that here, we put the cayenne just now. We stir it up, love, 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 love. And then we put a little bit of the cayenne pepper, becomes. Just a little bit. Just to know we have cayenne. Love, 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 love. Now you could do two things now. You could either add half of a lemon, a juice of it, or you just leave it like that. If you like your salad sour, then you add lemon. If not, you leave it like this. Never use vinegar. Vinegar is poison. Destroys your mucus lining and actually literally destroys all your red blood cells. Vinegar is an acid. You clean the vinegar. If you have a fungus or ringworm, you know. But vinegar is very acidic. Right? Better use a lemon. The lemon now would have the same flavor as the vinegar. It contains citric acid, but it's alkalizing to your physical structure. Alright? Love, 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 love. Alright, so we have our lettuce. Let's use lettuce. The lettuce already washed and cleaned. Alright, so we have lettuce there. Now you could always chop it. I just chop it a bit so you get more of the flavor. You just chop it fine so at least you have a bit more flavor. And always remember that the plant is actually giving of itself. So you must show gratitude to the plant. Right? So even while you're cutting the plant, because remember, you know, the plant is going to become a part of you. The plant is giving of itself to actually fill you up. Some people eat the food and not even show any gratitude. That's for the salad, right? Love. No gratitude for the plant. You must always show gratitude that the plant is giving of itself. The plant is not like the animal, you know, the animals just run. If you're going to kill a pig, that pig will cry. Not so? Yeah, man. Never had Christmas Eve, how animals just cry. Christmas is a bad time for animals, eh? Rather animals just cry during Christmas. Not so? Alright, the lettuce is very alive. Give thanks for the lettuce. Love. Alright. You know, and lettuce takes 3 weeks to grow. From seed to harvesting. I have a theory, you know, I develop a theory around lettuce. I say, well, I'll treat my life as if, you know, it's like lettuce. If I plant a seed today, 3 weeks time I'm going to harvest. If I plant no seed, 3 weeks time I have to go to the supermarket. So when you plant a seed and all you have, and the seed is in the earth, all you have to do is give it water and love, and after 3 weeks you'll be eating your own lettuce. But if you never plant it, you'll never harvest it. And that's the principle in everything that you're doing. Whatever you have to do, you have to start. And you have to nurture it and get the benefits from it. Alright, so lettuce. And we're going to do some cherry tomatoes. Washed and clean. Alright, so we say we have cherry and plum. Now these are the original tomatoes, them small little tomatoes. You see these big, ugly looking tomatoes? You have to run away from them. Don't pick up the biggest and the fattest. Get the smallest tomato. The smallest one, that's the good one. Right? These big tomatoes, if you plant them 2 days, they get disease and they dead already. When you plant a cherry tomato, it gets big. And for the whole year, then it's buried. Because it's the original tomato. Cherry and plum tomato. Right? And always make sure it has seeds. Does it have seeds? Okay, that one has seeds. Love. Okay, alright, so we're going to put some tomatoes inside of it. Tomatoes contain what you call lycopenes. And lycopenes are very good for what? For the prostate. Alright, and yellow foods contains what you call what? Yellow foods. Orange foods. Vitamin what? Yeah, vitamin A. Okay, so that's why they say carrots are good for your eyesight, but the carrots that they have these days, I don't know where they come from. There's some big, huge carrots, you know. Better you use papaya, you know, on your what they call the mommy apple. In Creole they call it zabico. The zabico? Mansipot they call it? Mansipot. Yeah, in St. Martin.
Zabico.
Same kids. Zabico. Yeah. Zabico is very rich in retinol and okay, alright, so not too much of the tomato, not too much of the tomatoes, just alright, so I rather use my hands than to use one of these metal things, right? I'm saying I rather use my hands in the salad than the metal. Okay? Using my hands. Love. Alright. Love. And even when you're cooking your food, you know that it's the stirring of the food that gives the food the flavor? The stirring of the food, when you stir in the food, it gives the food the flavor, the love. Okay, so we have our dressing. So that's what it looks like. Bam. I have a spoon on the table.
Next to the pan.
Okay, alright. Come on, taste the dressing. Venga. It will be a bit salty because it's not mixed. If you just taste the dressing, taste it. Alright. So that there is not salty. Trust me. You might see I put salt in it, but it's lovely. That's more love than salt. So I'm going to put this in. Okay, and I'm going to mix it in. Alright, so mix in all the seasoning right there inside. No, this tastes very, very good. No, this tastes very good. I have not tasted it in my mouth, but I know it tastes extremely good. Alright, so love. I think that's too small. People want big plates. I use what grows around me. I just use olive oil, but I just use what grows around me. I just use what grows around me. Not prefer. Probably if I'm in Palestine or any places there, I might get some olives and stuff. But alright, so that's it here for the salad. You go down. No salad and in Spanish, how do they call health?
Salud.
Salud. All you do is just shift the vowels. The A and the U. So you have salad and you have salud. Alright, health. Wellness. Alright, so that's that. You want to just form a line and come and take a sample of it? Form a line and come and sample it.
Have another one.
Is that no less than that?
Go ahead, help. Yes, we give thanks definitely as we live here in St. Martin, and we give thanks as we are live at our lecture in St. Martin, giving thanks as people are sampling. Come on, sir, let us know how it is now. Hey, sister, taste it right here, man. Taste it. I want to hear what you have to say about it. Taste it first.
Salad, Greek salad. And not yet able to tell you how it tastes, but I'm very confident.
So you're shy. What it tastes as? Something else in it?
Something healthy.
Healthy, yeah. It tastes good.
Yeah, yeah.
How's the flavor? We just use your hands.
Tastes like butter.
Like butter.
Nice flavor.
Nice flavor. Wonderful. What about you, sister? How does it taste? Tastes good? Good? Give thanks. You taste it? How does it taste?
Tastier than nice.
Tastier than yours? But you could do it just like that now.
This is banana. That's the banana.
Yeah, that's banana. How was the salad, man?
Nice.
Nice is nice.
You said not to use vinegar. What about apple cider vinegar?
Same thing it is. It's apple cider vinegar. Yeah. Definitely we give thanks. Definitely Ames, Ambrose, give thanks. Good night, Priske, Lash, blessed love. As we are now live in St. Martin, we give thanks. Divine Noel, give thanks. KCL, give thanks. Honorable Empress Ethiopia, give thanks. Maxwell says, give thanks. O'Reilly Brand, give thanks. Lutu Lassie, Laya Smith, Andrew Laura, give thanks, my Lord. Irina, give thanks. Melanie, give thanks. Heather Francis, North Carolina, Gio, give thanks. At a love, as we bless you. Honorable. You can give Billy to this man. No, you have to do any sea salt good. That's not mine. I'm not advertising. Yeah, anyone. Even seawater is good. Not tasting. One more. Shut man.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, please.
Blessed. Yeah. Salad African, not finished. All right, give thanks. Yes, give thanks, give thanks. How was this one? Very good. All right. So, it's very simple, eh? That's what you call fast food. I'll use the rest of the choice to do the guacamole. That's fast food, right? That was fast, no? Remember, I was speaking and working, you know. So much less, if it's something that you do at your home by yourself, that's what? That's 5 minutes. No? Nice tasting salad. SLAD and SLUD. Salud, wellness. Now I'm going to use the same principle. Exact same principle. And I'm going to do a guacamole. And it's the same bowl. I'm not going to rinse it off or anything. Right? I'll use the same principle. Exact same principle for the guacamole. So I'm going to use avocados. And avocados do contain lots of good cholesterol. Because you know they have bad and good cholesterol. Because when you have high cholesterol, the doctor might prescribe a drug that will prevent your physical structure from making cholesterol. And one of the worst drugs is what you call what? The statin drugs. The statins. Right? Anybody know an example of a statin? Lipitor. No Lipitor? Yeah, Lipitor. Say it tear apart your lips, say Lipitor. Now, the Lipitor drug, it literally prevents your physical structure from actually producing its own cholesterol. So what happens is that, if it is that you have high cholesterol, what happens is, it literally prevents you from producing. So most people on Lipitor get musculoskeletal disorders, brain problems, and all. You know your brain is made up mostly of cholesterol, you know that? You know that? Fats and oils. Alright, so we're going to do the guacamole. So you have avocado there. We'll use 3 of them. Alright, so give thanks for the avocado. Eh? Now, that's how the inside of the avocado looks. And that's the seed. You know that grows, right? Yes. It grows. So if you just take this avocado pear and just rest it someplace on the ground, it's going to start to root. And then afterwards, you put it in a little bag. And when it grows, even if you have a small backyard, You could plant it in your backyard. Even in a big bucket. Right? It will grow. And what will happen? It will bear avocado. It's a big bucket, yeah? Now, so we have the avocado. We're just going to scrape off the avocado. Exact same principle with this salad. Exact same principle. It's just that you are using avocado instead of lettuce. So the red avocados will contain a lot more iron than your green avocados. Do you know how to make avocado oil? You don't know?
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, at least you don't know something. All right, so we have our avocado. Last but not least, the big one here. All right. So we have avocados here. Before I mix up the avocado, because I'm going to use my fingers to crush it up. Yes, beautiful. All right, so I'm going to use the same sizzling, except I'm going to just add some thyme and some dill. All right. So seasoning peppers. I'm going to pound it also. And some chives. A while ago, was the salad salty? No. But it was lovely, right? Full of love, love. Big time. All right, so we have that. Then you have the dill. I use chives and dill. So that's dill. I actually bought it from St. Lucia. Huh? I got it from St. Lucia. Yeah. So you get it in St. Martin? I saw it in the supermarket once, but the smell was very. All right, so I need a little bit of dill. And thyme. probably when you put more to the center, you getting wet. More to the center if you're getting wet. Alright, so that's time. No time, right? The time contains thymol. You know what you call the inhalers? When you have nasal congestion, they contain thymol. Thymol comes from the herb thyme. So if you have nasal congestion, you have stuffy nose, you have asthma, any of these things, you could use thyme. Alright? What's that? As a tea or as a hot vapor inhaler? Showers of blessing. St. Martin was dry, eh? Yeah, and there's rain now. You see the power of the water? Water is alive, right? Water is alive. So same principle, we're going to pound it. Blah, blah, blah. Sea salt. Just come to the center. Put up the center. Okay? Alright, let's focus again. Alright, so we have the oil inside. Alright, so you see how it looks? Computer, come and change in the computer. So you just see how it looks there. Let's change it then. Love, love, love. Don't look at it if no love. You have to keep the love focus. All right.
It's on.
It's on, yes. Turn it around. Okay, so we have it ready now. You notice that I don't really taste what I'm doing, right? I don't have to taste it. Right? Because I do that all the time. I cook for myself all the time. And you must always have time for yourself. Make time for you. Make time for yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. You know, sometimes you ask, if you tell someone, say, I love myself. They'll say, I love Jesus. Say, I love myself. I love Jesus and everybody else. I love myself. I love Jesus. I love everybody else. And I love myself too. People find it difficult just to say that they love themselves. So you have to have an excuse. And it's bad. You have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you cannot love God. If I tell you, give me some water. Can I have some water, please? You have water? Can you give me water? No. So if you don't have love for self, can you give anybody love? If you don't have love for self, you can't give me love, your husband, your brother, your sister, your daughter. So it's supposed to be something you can say freely. I love myself completely. Yeah. I love myself completely. I love myself completely. I love myself completely. I love myself completely. I am a sacred being. I forgive myself completely. I forgive myself completely. I am happy. I am happy. I am happy. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. Give thanks for life. Alright, so you see that simple as called affirmation. That thing you're supposed to do every day. In front of the mirror. Love yourself. Don't expect people to love you more than you. And don't expect that if somebody tell you something bad, your whole day spoil. Somebody say, hey, look at that man is greedy. Look at him. He just built a house there. He built a house again and whole day you upset. That's I'm working hard. Nobody see me working hard. Whatever. Right, so don't allow people's energy to determine what your state of being is. No. Sometimes you give somebody everything that you have to give, and then they take it for something. Probably, you know. You give them everything that you had to give, that you keep as divine and sacred. And then they believe like you just this and you just that. And you only that because and then you've been giving them everything, you know. So what do? You love yourself. Don't ever regret anything that you've ever done. The worst thing is regret. Embrace it. Every experience is a good experience. If I have a PhD and you have a PhD, and I have 25 years of experience and you have 5, I get the job. Because I have the experience. So no matter what you have experienced in life, it's on your portfolio. It's an experience. So you have to look back to that experience and embrace your experience. I forgive myself completely. I love myself. Right? I embrace all my experiences. I have no regrets. As we said, Rastafari fire born regret, right? Alright, so we plum, love. Alright, so I'll also use some cherry tomatoes for that guacamole. Just to give it color. Because color is very important. If you're doing food on your food, sometimes I look at some people's plate and I see white and brown. Rice and chicken. You don't say chicken, you say chicken. Right? And then, you know, and that's it. Not even a little salad. Nothing at all. Just brown and white and beige. You know, dull colors. You know, your digestive system begins in the mind. If I say tamarind, if I just do that sound, sour. So your mouth already start to water, start to salivate, just because of my actions. So you don't have to taste the food for you to begin to digest it. No. So your thoughts are very important. It's very important that you keep positive thinking. Very, very, very important. Okay, so we're going to put some more tomatoes. And that guacamole, you could bake your own spelt biscuits. You could easily, normally, like we do a spelt flour. Okay, let's say you put like a cup of, you put, let's say you have, if you're making just for yourself, let's say you put half cup of water, half cup of coconut oil, and you stir it together. Like with a whole cup, if you're making a lot. Half cup. Then you add a little probably hemp seeds or some chia seeds or some flax seeds. Just add a little bit and just stir it. Alright? You stir it. Love. No salt, nothing else. Just love. You stir it. It gets cloudy. Then you add some flour. And as you add flour as it binds together. As it binds and form a nice little bowl on the spatula, you add a little bit more flour and then you knead it gently. Alright? Now you take a little piece and you roll it very flat. Flat. Very flat, not flat. Like a quarter. Alright? And just your nice little circles. If you don't have a cookie cutter, you could use anything. A bottle cap, whatever you want to use, right? And then you put it in a tray, you bake it for 5 minutes. Biscuits. No baking powder, no salt, no preservative, nothing at all. Just love. Right? And you could do this in less than 10 minutes. 5 minutes to prepare, 5 minutes to make it out. And then you do it for you have a guacamole, just take it and you dip it inside. Love. Right? Okay. So we have that here. Love. Love. So we just put that inside here. Everything. And we're going to use our hands to mix it in. Alright, so that here we just mix it in. Alright, love, love, love. Guacamole. Give time for the avocado. Alright. Now, if you like it, you chunky, you make it chunky. If you like it smooth, you make it smooth. It all depends on how you like it. Because you do it for yourself. Alright? So, you know that tastes real good. That tastes very good.
Yeah.
You can taste it? Of course. Full of love. Alright, so that's ready, yeah? And that's fast food. Huh? Yeah, well, whatever you want to use, you could use. Alright. See, because my hands are different, eh? I didn't just go to medical school to be a healer. I was born a healer. You understand? So my gifts are not just something somebody gave to me. You know, it's that I was blessed with the healing. So there are people that's dying, they're literally dying, and they come to me and we speak and they feel hope. Right? And then they live longer. Every time I speak to them, they live longer. You ever believe that? Yeah, so they are gifted people. You got to go touch your hand, touch your knees, and your knees feel good. No? You don't believe in these things? There are gifted people. It's not everyone is a healer. Right? There are people that the Creator gives the blessing to carry the work. You know, and it's a work. And it's a responsibility. So many of the medicines that I created, I did not create them because I read a book. I sit down in meditation, I go into myself, and I bring it out of me. There is something called epigenetics. Now my grandmother taught me plenty of things, and I did the sciences at university and at medical school. So at the end of the day, yes, I had that foundation, but my biggest foundation was what I was taught by my grandmother, right? And then now, even if my grandmother passed away, I still have access to all that knowledge from all my ancestors that all 1,000 years ago, right? Because I have that DNA inside of me.
That's right.
All right, so, and so do you. So if you could access that knowledge from yourself and open yourself, no more suffering and disease. So that's it there, guacamole. So you could form a line and you could come and taste it. Don't wait until the last minute and then you come and you get, no, shot man, where are you?
Honorable, the spoon, a small spoon. There's another one.
If you have your old, the jar from before.
Thank you.
Next. Shotman, take one shotman. Come, brother. Blessed. Want to do it? Whatever salt you want to use, yeah, as long as it's sea salt or rock salt. Come on, sister.
Unching, mama.
Really, man? Next time you have to do the wellness thing. Never try to go and taekwondo and what's that? So there we have it, the guacamole being shared. As you know, we are live in St. Martin. Caroline, give thanks, blessed love. I'm happy and blessed to Divine Noel, give thanks. I'll be coming to Grenada soon, don't worry. Alright. The love of the priest Kailash, therefore I continue to bless the eye and all the great works, give thanks honorable. Here enjoying myself, did know you had a huge sense of humor. Oh, my sense of humor is huge. Blessed love to multi-talented King Chris Kailash. Heart of love. Mommy Stronger ATM. Heart of love, heart of love. Annes Ambrose, give thanks. Cheryl Hen, give thanks. Heather Francis, give thanks. But you could taste it, Empress. See that? Yes, you could taste it. Yeah, how was it, brother? Super. Oh, we got a big one there. The super tasting guacamole. Tasted it? How was it? Very nice. What about you? Good?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. How is it, sister? Great? Give thanks. Buddy, brother, how is it?
Excellent.
Give thanks. Excellent. New word. What is it? You not tasting? Give thanks. Everything blessed, man. Love. Blessed. Yeah, definitely. Live streaming from St. Martin as we'll go, blessed sister, right into the preparation of our CMOS to actually just close off the night. Our time is definitely approaching. So we do give thanks for life and a mighty life giver. Honorable, I bless man. Chives, seasoning pepper, thyme, dill, sea salt, and coconut oil. Smell it. Yeah.
And seasoning pepper with it.
Yeah. Nah, not that. Seasoning pepper. I don't anymore.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Look at
I
that.
do it there.
You plant the seed, man. Plant the seed. Close. Yeah.
Let me see the bush while you come again.
You could take a piece. Go with it. The water is troubled, my friend. Step right in. God Almighty power. Moving is on. You alright?
I say
Or you save it? You save yourself. Give thanks. You alright? Alright. Give thanks definitely as we will now continue deeper with and honorable priest Kailash. Blessed love brother, give thanks, Kevin Paul, real tasty. Just Celia, blessed love, looking at life. But you're not there, Celia. Alright. Okay. We'll continue now, honorable. Time moving. Thanks. You wanted some, sister?
Yes, it's not for me, it's for eligible lady.
But it could be for you too. You had some already?
No, I just...
You don't want to taste it? Don't be shy. Bless it. Love. All right, they have some more there, you know, for the people who never tasted. They have a little bit more there. All right, let's not get to focus on the books there. Honorable, we are going to continue. Yes, we continue now. Our final presentation is going to be the CMOS movie. All right, Honorable, let's continue. You wanted something, Princess? All right. So right now we'll continue for our CMOS. So we had already blended the coconut. Remember that? All right. So what I will do is just to give it a little spin again. I think that was special mechanism there. Again, right this time. All right. So just spin it again. And we'll just spin it out. That's our milk. All right. This is white. Very white milk, right? Leche de coco. All right. Now, if it is that you want to make oil, coconut oil, you could just leave this overnight. Then pick up the cream from the top and boil it on a low heat. And you make coconut oil. If you want to make virgin coconut oil, you leave it for 2 or 3 days and you just scoop up the oil from the top. It's no miracle. You can put it in the sun if you want, just to take, if you want it to take out any extra water in it, then you scoop up even some water. But if you have to pick up only the oil, nice and clear. Okay? Very easy. Not difficult. When you buy a box of coconut milk, probably you have that bit of coconut in it. Right? So when you make your milk, you could decide how many coconuts you want inside of it. Okay? So, love, squeeze it out. All right, now, we'll add the coconut to the blender. All right, so normally I would have a very high powered blender because I'm going to add the bay leaf directly into that. All right, now I am using the Caribbean bay leaf. They have a bay leaf that they call bay leaf that's not very smelling like bay leaf. All right, so that's it. It's a bay leaf. All right. Yeah, I think it grows very smart, you know? Yeah, man, for sure, I see it already. Alright, so you could pass it around so they could smell it. Those people who have never seen the Caribbean bay leaf, you could you sister, come, just pass it around. I know she know bay leaf. Those who have not seen the bay leaf, you could just everybody don't know bay leaf. There are plenty of people who don't know what bay leaf is. Alright? So normally we put the bay leaf directly in the blender. That's why we use a very powerful blender.
Honorable.
I'm going to put
Batch.
I'm going to put 7. Alright?
15%.
Okay, I put 9, right? Okay. Now you listen, alright, wait. Okay, alright, so what do we do? We're just going to blend. Going to blend it. And add the CMOS. When you add the CMOS, the other CMOS moves, it thickens. Alright, so I'm going to add the CMOS. Remember, the CMOS is not usually, I already soaked that CMOS. So it's soaked CMOS. When you soak CMOS, it turns to a gel. Add some CMOS. What I'm going to do, just to do my best to get it nice and smooth, I'm going to use 2 blenders, right? So I'm going to blend that and I'm going to put it in that one, I'm going to blend this one again. So I'll put it in this one again and just blend it again. Alright, so you have some walnuts. Now, if you look at the walnut, right? The walnut looks like a brain. With the 2 hemispheres. That's what you call brain food. Alright, so I'll add some walnuts. A handful of walnuts. Love. Alright. And I'm going to go again, blend it. One banana. Love. Okay, I blend it some more. Now I'm going to add some dates. You know what dates are? So I'm going to add some dates, very rich in potassium. Alright, so that's as our sweetener. We're not going to use sugar, honey, or anything. You're going to add the dates, alright? Blah. Okay, so we want to have a chocolate flavor. So we're not going to add chocolate. Sometimes when you buy your chocolate, coconut milk and all them things, there's plenty. That's cocoa, and that's real cocoa. Like 100%, like for real, 100%, right? Not when you hear it say 100%. Probably 100% synthetic flavor and some brown coloring, some brown paint. That's cocoa. Cocoa, like cocoa you pound in American crystal and that's cocoa. So we're gonna use that as our chocolate flavor. Love. So that's really hot food, eh? Because date is potassium, cocoa is full of potassium, hot food, banana potassium, hot food, circulation, calcium. You understand? Good. Muscular contraction. All right. All right. Good already? Huh? Is it good? Huh? Okay, love, more love. Love. All right, love. Okay, so that here is some really tasty sea moss. That tastes real good, you know. And not that, you see, everything that you have tasted today has no meat. No synthetic flavor. No chicken cube or some powder or MSG or nothing like that. Just love and love and love. Alright? So that here now, that tastes awesome, right? That is real blessed. And apart from tasting good, it's very nutritious. You can drink that as your food only for the whole day. Alright? Then I put the sea moss. You know the sea moss? The soaked sea moss. Probably you need some of our medicine to make the blind see. Alright, so that here now, you're gonna just pour it. That tastes so good. Who wants to receive the first blessing? Alright, come on, from a line quickly.
Un chin. Es solo para probar. No está mucho.
How it is?
Very good. Delicious, as usual.
Alright.
You have to leave your YouTube followers know that the battery will die just now.
Okay. Alright, we give thanks for life and the mighty life giver as definitely as we have reached the final preparation, and give thanks for all of those of you who have been here with us today. And that was the sea moss preparation. And we give thanks for the love. Love. Blessed love. So I mean the spirit of love is actually going through the place. So we give thanks for all those people who actually came, all those people who, you know, who followed everyone. Just blessings to Heather Francis, Funky, love, Tranquility Temple, give thanks, love. I even have the blender with the packs, Perfect Power Moss, give thanks, Honorable. Tranquility Temple, give thanks definitely for being with us. Andrew, Lura, Sui, yes, blessed love, continue great works, give thanks, my Lord. Deep with the Colonel, the Honorable Priest Kilash, blessed love, brother, give thanks. Docilia, give thanks. Kevin Paul, blessed. Maria Halley, give thanks. Oh, your meat is good. Herbman, give thanks. Caroline, give thanks. Divine Noel, give thanks. Give Billy this one, please. Give Billy this one, please. Niaman, give thanks. Give thanks. Aurelian, give thanks. Ames Ambrose, Honorable Empress, give thanks, Goddess. Empress Ethiopia, for your divine love and your support and your strength for this whole venture. Empress Ethiopia, give thanks. Kesia McPhee, give thanks. Yes, Empress Ethiopia, you again. Maxwell says, give thanks. Lutu, give thanks. Laya, give thanks. Smith, Melanie, give thanks. North Carolina Geo, give thanks. Give thanks for all those of you who are tuning in for us live today. As we're broadcasting live from St. Martin, live on our YouTube channel. Make sure that you keep on following and give thanks for all those people who sample it. How was that? Great.
You to get a link.
Okay, give thanks.
Do you know on that?
Huh?
I got to interview you on that now.
Oh, that's live. Eh?
That's what I tell you, I got to interview you.
That's Billy D here, the man who is responsible for the whole area, owner and a powerful speaker on SOS Radio. He's the man who actually helped us make everything happen.
Introduce you to St. Martin.
Introduce me, Chris Kilash, to St.
I'm the
Martin.
man who introduced you here.
Yeah, give thanks. First radio interview on SOS Radio, saving the souls of the people. Give thanks, honorable brother. And he's a man who took the word too, a man who lives the principle.
How I look?
Great. See how the man looking? Give thanks, definitely.
The answer.
The-
answer.
The answer.
The answer.
That's it. As he does always say, it's a lifestyle. So give thanks to all of you who were with us live tonight on YouTube, and we pray that the Almighty keep on blessing you. Remember anything, we're going to come to your area as soon as possible. Contact us, definitely. Out of love, 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 love. Can you taste it for us and let us know how it tastes before we go? Really good. Give thanks, definitely. You taste the CMOS?
Yeah, man, this is man. I got a question.
Ah.
The bottles, you know, sell the bottles.
Yeah, I have medicines, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, love, man, give thanks.
Go get the information on them now.
Yeah. After right now.
Okay. But
Yes.
I miss out.
Everything, yeah.
How much for it?
$55. 55, yeah.
So what you got? Drinks and
That everything in it. When you buy it, you could see. Or you could preview it. Yeah, my brother.
Okay, don't know.
Okay, all right. Give thanks. All right, give thanks again as we're signing off now. Blessed love, heart of love. Oh yeah, Billy D aging has reverse. Billy D, my wife say you're aging reverse, man. She say last time she see you, you were looking different.
I'm good now, right?
Billy D again. Blessed love, give thanks, heart of love.